Welcome back, everybody. Time for some Ultimate Admiral Age of Sail, and we are just getting the fleet built back up and ready to go for the next battle. I've done quite a few things before I started recording here. First and foremost, we started getting some of the patron names into some of these ships. So we have the HMS Hermione, the Aggressive Negotiator, the USS. I know it's supposed to be an HMS, but that's on the British campaign. We will do that. Indefatigable, and we'll get some of those other names back in as we're going along. I'm trying to get the ones that maybe didn't get used a whole lot earlier in the campaign to make sure that we've got a chance to use those. I'm also in the process of crewing some of these ships. We still have to get, this is one of our captured ships, this fourth-rate ship of the line. So we're trying to get some of the officers in here, and I'm looking at where their best strengths are. So, for example, this guy here is probably going to be best used in that spot. This guy definitely good there. Beyond that, we've got some weaknesses, unfortunately. But that'll have to do. Sailing's going to be kind of low on this one, but otherwise it's not too bad. We're also going to be looking in just a minute at upgrades for the ships as well as the guns. Because I've actually gone ahead in my technology upgrades, and I went to Industry 3, which gives us some access to some new guns. And there's some interesting ones that I want to throw onto the Constitution. And I'll show you those in just a second. You can see the damage, reload, and range ratings on these various guns. And I'm looking at these 68 pounders. They're 1,000 each, so they're going to be expensive. It's going to cost me $30,000 to replace these 24 pounders. But look at the damage. We just have to get up nice and close with the Constitution to use them. But dang, it's going to be nice to have those guns on that ship. So to compensate for that, what I think I want to do is see what we can do to strengthen her a little bit. And we've got enough room here that I think we could probably go with double hull frames. Add 20% hit points and structure to this ship. Let me look and see if there's any better options than that. I don't often kind of spend a lot of time on these parts of the game. Kind of my building and refitting and that kind of thing. But I wanted to do it here just because I haven't done it a whole lot. So Constitution's ready to go. Let's see. Hermione has the ability to add another upgrade here. So I think we're going to go with Gunners, which gives us a 25% reload and 25% accuracy bonus. We're going to get them back up a little higher on the crew. And then we'll hold off on any other upgrades until I make sure that everything else is at least got its basics ready to go. All right, we need a new... Oh, none of these are real great options. You can see boarding's not real good. So we got to remember that. Indefatigable, not the best for boarding. Although, let's do this. We're going to add... We can add 15 morale or 15 stamina. We'll go morale. And we'll go with Gunners there. So boarding, we got to remember, let's look at the boarding stats on the other ships. Everybody else is pretty good. Hermione's honestly pretty well maxed out on everything but boarding. Aggressive Negotiator, Indefatigable. Aggressive Negotiator's biggest problem is that they're a brand new crew, so they don't really have a lot going for them there. Intrepid, of course, is a smaller ship, but they also have the experience now. And I think we'll just sit tight with that for now. And the same thing with the USS Siren. Really small ship. I'm honestly kind of tempted to remove some of this crew in favor of a weaker crew on a small ship like this, because I feel like it's maybe getting wasted a little bit. All right, so now I'm looking over here, and I'm going to upgrade Hermione a little bit with some of these crew members that I took off the other ships. See if we can make a difference. It looks like they're already pretty good there. So we build up their sailing a little bit. Indefatigable, same thing. Let's see if we can increase some of their stats a little bit. Yeah, right here. Here's an opportunity. So that's going to help boarding and stamina tremendously. Now, we have another option, of course, to upgrade some more guns, but I'm afraid if I upgrade to a heavier gun, the Constitution's not going to have the weight to be able to handle it. These 9-pounder Armstrong guns, I should look and see what they're 7 pounds each, or 7 tons each, I guess, probably. So I really probably can't afford to go up to these 18 pounders without sacrificing. So I think maybe we'll look at putting some of these guns on one of the other ships. Hermione's got some room for better guns. We've already got better guns there. I'm just looking at what can give me the best damage possible. So we could get some of those 68 pounders on the Hermione as well. It's another 25,000. Totally worth it, I think. So now we go over to the aggressive negotiator, and I'm looking to see if it appears like these Armstrong's guns aren't quite as good as the 18 pounders that are already on board aggressive negotiator. So I think we're pretty well stuck with those. Let's look at Indefatigable. We might be able to get these guns on them. Well, it's a smaller ship, so I don't know. These have a better reload and damage. Not a lot of range. These ones have really good range. Well, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not a real expensive upgrade either. Oh, we've got to get their crew up, though. They're way down on crew. And since it's a smaller ship, I want to add a few extra crew members there. All right, so we've still got 57,000 available to us. Let's see if we can upgrade these 6-pounders. Maybe go up to 9s, although we're pretty close on weight. We would have to probably upgrade to lightweight gun carriages too. All right. Intrepid, it's a 6th rate. It's only got one. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Only got one row of guns, and I'm not sure there's going to be a better. Well, we could go to 18 pounders. That would definitely be an improvement. Okay, that's pretty good. And the Siren, that's such a small ship anyway. I'm not sure how much we're going to end up using it, so I think we're pretty well set. Last two things I'm doing, I'm going to add Hardened Hull 2 as well as Boarding Equipment 3 to Aggressive Negotiator just to beef that one up a little bit. It still leaves us 26,040 points. I think we're going to just hang on to those for now. And let's go ahead and dive in. Oh, I almost hit next stage. Don't want to do that. I think you can actually take as many as 8 ships into this battle. Obviously, I don't have that many yet. I had to send some of the captured ships back to the Admiralty to have enough points to be able to get some of the upgrades that I wanted that time around. Okay, so here we go. And we're going to want to add at least 2 to each one. That's a minimum we have to have for each of these sides. And there's what we're facing. In October of 1803, the USS Philadelphia ran aground near an uncharted reef near Tripoli harbor while in pursuit of a pirate ship. And so we're going to have to go in and either destroy or recapture it. And it says something about having some fire ships. That'll be super nice if we've got some fire ships. USS Philadelphia and the heavy Tripolitanian ships have anchored in the harbor. Now is the time to strike. There's the Philadelphia. A squadron of smaller ships is patrolling outside the harbor. We will either have to deal with them first or try to slip past them. Harbor entrance is heavily guarded, and shore batteries have the potential to decimate our fleet. To get at the Philadelphia, we will have to run the gauntlet of the shore batteries or risk the Philadelphia's fate by trying to navigate the shallows. Interesting. All right, so destroy or capture Philadelphia. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have to destroy it, but first things first, we'll just have to blow these little ships out of the water. Although I could try to ignore them. Where are those shore batteries? Oh, look like there's one right there. I don't see one on this side. So we could actually go around this way and try to get through the shallows on that side. Because the wind is going this way. So that might be the way to go here. So let's give that a try. It means we're going to have to go against the wind for a little while. And it's dark. It's only 5 a.m. So, all right. Looks like Hermione's going to take the lead. Constitution is right behind her, and they've got those massive guns. I cannot wait to see those get used. We'll go ahead and speed things up a little bit here. Sun's starting to come up. I guess we'll just get Aggressive Negotiator to go right in behind the Siren. And we'll just go ahead and speed things along. We're not too worried about what these guys are going to do to us. As you can see, most of them are bouncing off. I mean, I'll worry about the Siren a little bit, but that's about it. I really want to see what Constitution's going to do to one of these little ships. With these big 68-pound guns. I think that's what they were. Oh, yeah. Alright, so our plan here is to sneak in over here. Oh, yeah, we can't do that. So we got to go all the way out over here to get around that. And then we can come in from that side. I don't think we have any kind of a time limit here. And then we'll have the wind, and we can just come right down in here. I don't think we'll have too much trouble with these ships. We might be able to recapture the Philadelphia. We'll see what kind of shape we're in at that point. My sails. Now he's got to go against the wind to catch up to me. I'm not too worried about this, so we'll kind of skip ahead a little bit. Alright, well, we're finally making our way around. It took quite a while. We're about 2 hours into the battle now. And he's trying to catch up and do some damage to Intrepid, but there's not a lot he's going to do. And these guys have all been hit pretty good already, so we're going to make our way around here. Once we get everybody around, we'll be going with the wind, and this will go a lot easier. So we'll just kind of make our way around this way, and then we're going to be able to come right at all these ships, and I'm just going to try to take them out one at a time, and then hopefully we can capture the Philadelphia. Maybe use the troops from a couple of the smaller ships to feed the larger ones to make the capture happen. Because I'd really like to have another big ship if I can. Alright, so here's the situation. Let's slow down for a second here. My first 3 ships are about to start making contact with the enemy. The other 3 are just making the round around that spot there. Intrepid's been getting hammered on her sails, but I'm hoping these guys, I don't know if, because they're smaller ships, if they'll be able to get over that without hitting bottom, but we'll see. But if so, we'll have an Aggressive Negotiator back in range here in a minute, and they'll just be able to light those guys up. In the meantime, let's begin the action. And it's going to start with Hermione coming up here against the... I will not be able to name these correctly without butchering them, so I'm not even going to try. This ship right here. It didn't do much damage there. Almost everything bounced off. Honestly, we're just going to keep on moving because I'm going to let Hermione take on the next ship and let Constitution come deal with this guy. I think we're pretty well safe from the shore batteries at the moment. Alright, let's see where we're at over here. It does look like he's going to be able to get across without getting grounded. That's okay. Alright, so we're going to just light these guys up best we can. Now the thing is, these big guns like the Constitution has, they're short range. So they've got to be in close to really be able to cause the damage that I'm after. You can see they're not doing much from here. So maybe we're better off to go up again, because you can see Hermione's taking some damage. He must have better long-range guns. We're going to come in right alongside this ship here. We just can't do anything from this distance. That's really surprising and disappointing, but I did choose short range guns, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Look at this guy coming right up on aggressive negotiator. That's a bit of a mistake, sir. So we'll get Hermione right alongside this one. Oh wow, one of his ships just surrendered. I don't want to try and board any of these things, though. These two are just stuck, so that's good. Wow, okay. Jeez, everything's bouncing off. Crazy. So maybe those guns weren't as good as I hoped they would be. We've got to get in super close to use them. So disappointing. And there's Philadelphia opening up on us. Wow, Hermione just has gotten completely lit up. Honestly, the only thing that matters here, though, is Philadelphia, so I would guess, unless it's going to advance the mission, all I need to do is capture Philadelphia and this battle's over. So we'll just bring Hermione up on this other side. Give her orders to capture. Seriously, I can't believe what these small ships are doing to ships like Hermione. Siren's getting lit up too. And I'm just going to bring Constitution up on the other side of Philadelphia with orders not to fire. But just to be there just in case we have any trouble with the boarding from Hermione. Aggressive negotiator taking care of business back here, man. A little bit of glitching here. I'm not sure why that's happening now. The glitching. Haven't had any trouble, for the most part, with this map. Okay, here we go. And we're going to bring Constitution up right on the other side of Philadelphia. Just in case. Oh, it's freezing up. Don't do this, please. There we go. Have not had much trouble with this. Some of these newer battles seem to be a little bit like that. Alright, Hermione has started boarding, and I even went in and turned graphics all the way down to the lowest settings, and it still was hanging up like this. So it doesn't seem like there's anything I can do to affect that. And I've got a decent computer, so it doesn't make a lot of sense. But we've got crew shock on the Philadelphia. We're definitely going to be capturing it. The question, of course, is going to be, does the mission end with the capture of Philadelphia, or do we have to try and escape out of here with these ships, which is going to be a tall order. But we'll find out here in a minute. Okay, so I captured the Philadelphia. I've got the game on pause for the moment because it is glitching so badly that it's almost impossible to even play it right now. So there, we've completed the mission. Let's see if it gives us another mission or if this ends the fight right here. Okay, that did it. We just had to capture or destroy Philadelphia. Didn't have to make us get out of there or anything like that. So that worked out pretty well. We lost 214 crew. We inflicted 1 sunk, 2 captured, 610 on the crew as far as casualties go. We didn't have to deal with the shore batteries, which was nice. So we got the Philadelphia back. We also captured this Burke-i Hafiz 30-gun ship. I probably will just sell or just maybe use for other missions. We did lose 2 captains killed, and they were both killed aboard the Hermione while trying to board the Philadelphia, so that kind of hurts, especially if they were decent officers, which I would imagine they probably were. But here you can see kind of how everything went. The only real casualties, 135 lost on the Hermione, 64 lost on Aggressive Negotiator, but we're going to come out pretty good from all of that. All right, so Cornwallis has... Oh, this was from... I don't know what that's about. Oh, this is just telling us Cornwallis has surrendered and the Royal Navy presence in the colonies has been extinguished. I think that goes back to the previous chapter, apparently. We got another award, Navy Commendation Cross. We've got 1 side mission we can do, but no ships are currently available because they're all damaged and need repaired. So let's go ahead and get them repaired, at least so we can do this side mission. You can see we lost those 2 officers on the Hermione. So we'll just repair them enough to be able to send one of them to do this side mission. Pride is worth 1,000 ships. Aggressive Negotiator can handle that one. And we'll head to the next stage. So now it looks like we're going to have a land battle in Tripoli. That's our main stop on this one. We did win the side mission. And that's all we have on the next one is going to be a land mission, which is going to be interesting because we haven't had any land missions with this part. So we're going to be building our army from scratch again. So let me know your thoughts about all of that. Use that comment section below, and we will be back in a few days with the invasion of Tripoli itself. Thanks for watching.